Alright, so this video is for my wonderful Nigerian audience, and I want to keep it as brief as possible. As you can see here, it's about CAC, okay? How to create an account with the CAC. CAC stands for the Corporate Affairs Commission. It's a body responsible for corporate registration in Nigeria. Whether you want to register a business name, a cooperative, a limited liability company, NGO, and the rest of it, okay? Now I'm keeping it brief because I've done a couple of other videos here, okay, on those channel profit leverage, and you can just check through the channel to find other videos I've done on this subject, right? Okay, let's get into it. By the way, you don't need to be a certified agent of the CAC to be able to create an account with the CAC and also to register a business name, right? But if you want to turn it into a business, I have a guide as to that, okay? So that you can know how to do it for others and make money out of doing so, right? And if you are a chartered accountant, if you're a chartered secretary, if you are a barrister working with a firm, and I think there's one other one like that, okay? You can create an account with the CAC, you'll be accredited with the CAC, okay? And so you can create one account and use that one account to open as many business names for anybody at all as possible, whether it's business name, NGO, or whatever. So with that one account, you can run everything, okay? But if you are not an accredited agent, this option is for you, okay? So what we're going to be doing now is to create the account, and then much later we'll do the name search, and then that's name availability search, okay? And then much later the business name registration if the name gets to be approved. There are two searches. There is public search. Let me scroll down so you can see what I mean. Public search doesn't require you opening an account with the CAC, okay? So you just hit here and then you'll be, let me click on it so you see what I mean. I don't want to go this far, but just for the sake of refreshing our minds, let me quickly see if I can do that. So you can input a name here. Let's say, for instance, 10th generations. And then we search. Okay, let's see whether anything will come up. Now you see that 10th generation came up, okay? Now this is happening under a business name. Now if you don't see what you are searching for, you could check whether you are putting it on a business name or if it's under a company. Can you see it's not coming up under company, it's not coming up under this, it's not coming up under this one, neither is it coming up under limited liability partnership. So it's only coming up under business name, and of course you can see it is inactive. That means it has to be renewed, okay? So that's about public search. You don't have to create an account with the CAC, that's why it's public. But name availability search will require you creating an account with the CAC because you do it within the CAC platform, okay? So let's return to where we were before, okay? So this is CAC. So the website is cac.gov.ng and it will land you here. Now you scroll down. If you want to do public search, I've told you just go here. But now we want to go for registration because there was a time that when you try to create this account, you don't get the notification email, and without that notification email, you can proceed, okay, with accessing your account and then name availability search, registration, and the rest, okay? And if they don't send you that notification, it also means that the number you use to try registering the account, you cannot use it on the platform again, okay? So it became a problem and some persons got discouraged. Personally, I got discouraged because it's not supposed to be. At some point, they got it resolved and then it started happening again, and it's been on and off, on and off. But I believe they have finally resolved it. So I'm doing this video and you see that we would have success. So let's proceed with this. So what we'll do is click on registration because that's what we want to do. By the way, I think I need to take it back a bit. So I'll quickly walk you through something. Okay, so if you notice here, you can read up here. That's what I wanted you to see, okay? Here, they are talking of NIN, but you will notice that we will not even need it. But let me show you also that there are about 3 steps, or 4 steps rather. Public search. This public search now is the first step, like they have it here. Then the second step is name reservation. This is when you go for name availability search, and which I told you have to have an account like the one we are about to create with the CAC to be able to do this one. But this one you don't need to have an account, only need to have the URL, which is cac.gov.ng, right? Then the fourth or the third step would be for pre-incorporation. This is after your name has been approved. You have a window period of 60 days usually to act on it. Okay, so pre-incorporation, so you begin to register. Pre-incorporation means pre-registration. Okay, then final step is after you've been registered, you've registered your business or your organization, the posts. Okay, like that account we saw had to do some things with regards to posts. Okay, so that the account will remain active. Okay, so let's move on. Let me take it up and click on register. Okay, so already you know that you have to have your internet on. You can either use a laptop, a desktop, or even a mobile phone. Okay, so here you have two options. Okay, number one is supposing you started the process of creating this account and you didn't complete it, something happened and you saved it, then you need to click here. Okay, but let me click it so you see what happens. So you can just enter your details and continue, but that's not the case here with us. Now you click this one if you are a non-Nigerian. So even though at the beginning of this video I said it's for my wonderful Nigerians, this is also for non-Nigerians if you want to operate a business within Nigeria, okay, or want to register a business here. So if you are from any other country, you can as well benefit from this. So let's move on. At this point we have two options. Now, some people come here and they say, oh, I don't have NIN, and they give up, okay? But what this is saying is your phone number or NIN, okay? Not phone number and NIN. So if we have phone number, it will suffice, okay? So let me go and copy a phone number and place it here. Now, that loading you saw was to be sure the phone number is not already in their system, okay? So the phone number can go, so we click on next. So here you now see the form you need to fill. So I'll quickly fill up this form. Okay, once I'm done filling it up, I will now click on register, right? Okay, and expect for them to send me a notification email. Now be sure that you fill up every field here as required. Now one of the things you need to note is that you need to fill this up according to what you have on your ID. One of the reasons, again, we are opening this account is, or creating this account is to be able to create bank account with the business names that we will be creating under this account. Now, if you don't follow it according to what you have on your ID card, you might struggle to use whatever business name you've registered on this platform in creating a bank account. So I would always suggest that, or recommend and advise that you fill in your name, your details, okay, as you have them on your ID card, for the details that are on your ID card, okay? Then make sure you fill up other parts, every other part, especially where you have the required sign, the ones in red, okay? Fill them up. So I'll quickly fill up this for my client and then we'll head over to register, okay? So once I'm done, I'll click on register here and we'll see the next stage, okay? So let me quickly do that, but note before I continue, because I might not show you what is here, note that they have already fixed your number here because we added our number before we got to this point, okay? So already you don't need to fill this part, it's already taken, okay? So go ahead to fill other parts, okay? In case you need that and you get confused, and that's why you needed to put the right phone number here. All right, so I'm going to fill up this right away. Alright, so at this point I'm done filling up all the forms, all the fields, so I click on register. Okay, they're telling me something is missing, let me check. Now, unless I forget, all these options here, just leave them as they are, don't do anything there, okay? Just begin from here and fill, alright? Alright, so I'm done filling the form, so we click on register. Alright, so you notice here it's showing green. Okay, let me quickly return to, okay, so what we'll do is to wait and get an email. Okay, let me check if they have sent an email and I'll show you. Alright, can you see here we have an email from the CAC, okay? So account verification, so I click on it. So this account verification, okay? This was what they were not sending for some time and people got discouraged because without this you can't proceed, okay? So they detailed us about the account here. So we can go ahead and log into this account and start using it, okay? And we are going to log in from here. Can you see where it says click here? So I will click. Remember your login details, the one you registered with, your username, your phone number, which other one, email, and then your password. Because at some point you might need to use any of them, okay? I mean your email, your username, or your phone number, right? Very, very important, okay? So this is confirmed. Okay, so we can now go ahead to log in. So I click on login. So we scroll down to log in. Remember I said you can do this with your phone. Okay, can you see now you can log in with username, email, phone number. Now if you are an accredited agent, you can as well log in with your number as an accredited agent. Okay, but I told you already that you mustn't be to own an account and create a business name, right? So let's quickly go here and confirm that we are human, and then submit this. So can you see it has brought us here, which means we can now add our password and continue. So I've inputted the password, continue. So we've logged in. Let me close. So we've logged in. Can you see? So this is what your account looks like when you have created it. Okay, when it's fresh, this is what it looks like. And so you can see here, this is the dashboard, and that's where we are now. Here you can see name reservation. If you click on this, it's still loading, but there's a drop down here. Okay, here also has a drop down. I needed you to see the drop down so that I don't just explain with my mouth. Let me refresh this, please. Okay, so if I click here, can you see the drop down? My reservations or new name reservations. Okay, so if you already have some names that have been reserved, you see them under here, you click this one. If you want to get a new name reserved, you click this one. Okay, so in the next video we'll be doing this, the one we'll be clicking, because we don't have anything here. Okay, all these 000, if you notice, let me show you something quickly. Here there's no submission, so everything is zero. By the time you begin to work or begin to go for name search, name availability search, then you will see your submissions here. Under here you might see pending. Okay, after you have submitted it, it could be pending. Okay, or queried, any one of them, right? Now queried is if they have not approved what you sent. Maybe there are one or two issues, they will query it. They will both come under here, so you'll be checking here after you've made your submission. Okay, then here you can see deny. So if they deny your name, it will appear here, right? Here we can now see reserved. So either it is queried, denied, or reserved. Okay, then you now see registration, which is under this one. So the one I showed first is this one. So the next one is now registration, my registration, and then new registration. Okay, so it goes from reservation to registration. Remember I told you have 60 days, a window period of 60 days if a name is reserved to get it registered. Okay, so this is where we'll be stopping this video for now. All right, much later I'll do the rest. I hope that I'll be able to cover the other stages as we go on. So you now know how to open an account on the CAC website. Okay, we'll now use this account to register business names. So you only need one account. Okay, and you can register as many business names, not only business name. Even when you want to register your NGO, you can as well use it. But when it comes to NGOs, you might need, you will need the services of a lawyer or a chartered accountant. Okay, so that's it, or an accredited agent, either of these, any of these rather. Okay, and then you get it done. But for business name, you don't need anybody. All right, and if you want to do it as a business, please get my guide so that you don't make mistake, because you could waste people's money. A little error, you might be like, oh, what's the mistake there? Doing it for yourself is a bit different from doing it for another person. Okay, so I'm going to guide you on how to create a business around this. So if you need that, find the link in the description of this video. Business registration profit, I think that's the title. Find the link in the description of this video, okay, and get the guide. It's a very affordable one as at now. Okay, so go get it if you want to begin to create a business around this. And don't forget that I'm coming up with other videos, or you can as well go on this channel to find other videos I've done already. Make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that I will personally update you with the next video. Okay, by the way, here on Profit Leverage we share tips, tools, and trends on business, content creation, writing, and marketing. Okay, so go ahead and subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and like I said, I'll personally update you, alert you when next I bring another helpful video like this. And let me also ask that you help me share this video to as many people as you believe will need it. Okay, share it to everyone in your contact. Everyone needs it because everyone should be in business, right? See you in the next video.